Today, we're talking about post-traumatic stress and how you can help a loved one who's struggling with this disorder. Hi, I'm Dr. B, and I want you to fully enjoy life and experience the freedom that God desires for you and also those around you. Over the past few weeks, we have been talking about PTSD, what causes it, what are the triggers, and having a plan to deal with your PTSD. Now, in this video, I want to turn our attention to helping those who has a loved one who has post-traumatic stress and how to give them resources and to support them. It's been shown that many who suffer from PTSD must feel safe before they allow themselves to experience the feelings that accompany PTSD. We see this with soldiers who come back from battle. They seem fine at first, and then when they realize they're no longer in a battle zone, they feel safe enough to experience what they saw and dealt with while on tour. And I do want to share that PTSD is underdiagnosed in many areas of life. We're finally seeing the symptoms with those who are in war zones. And what I want us to understand is that anyone who has encountered any type of trauma, sudden or severe, can experience PTSD. As I've mentioned in other videos, car accidents, long-term spousal abuse, even cancer can cause PTSD. Now, you may have a loved one that has not been diagnosed with PTSD, but are showing signs and have triggers where they relive any negative memory and they actually feel out of control. Now, you as the parent, spouse, or friend may be on the receiving end of the person you love and are watching them basically out of control. Now, honestly, it's not easy to live with someone struggling with PTSD. It can create a heavy toll on the marriage and family. And you will be tempted to take the symptoms of the PTSD from your partner personally. But please hear this, your loved one is not themselves. It's hard not to take the symptoms personally. But I want to offer you some valid, genuine, substantial support, hope, and encouragement. You can be there helping your loved one through a healing journey and even recover from a life of trauma. I also want to help you take care of yourself and not get entwined with the triggers and behavior of your loved one who is experiencing PTSD. Now, it's been shown that when you live with someone who has PTSD, you can show signs of increased depression and anxiety. So many feel like they are walking on eggshells, fearful of saying or doing something that will create your loved one to lash out, or on the other end, just simply shut down and not communicate at all. So let me share with you 10 practical ways to help a loved one with PTSD. Number one, acknowledge the symptoms of PTSD. Please watch some of my previous videos where I talk about what PTSD is and symptoms and triggers. Some of the most common symptoms are sleep problems, anger, irritability, disconnection from others, depression, anxiety, change in behavior, alcohol or drug problems, even suicidal thoughts. So educate yourself about PTSD. This will help you keep things in perspective. Number two, get professional help. Hopefully, if your loved one understands they are suffering with PTSD and are not getting better, they will agree to seek professional mental health counseling from someone who is trained in PTSD or experienced it themselves and are on the other side helping other people. Don't force your partner to talk, but be there to listen when they're ready to talk. Keep in mind, they may need to talk about the event over and over again, but as you listen, respect their feelings. If you react with surprise or disgust, you can come across as being judgmental, and they may not open up to you again. Also, try not to give easy answers like, oh, I know everything's going to be okay. Then fourth, build an environment of safety. If you can minimize stress in the home, it will help your loved one to relax and feel safe. Generate routines in the home. Maintain regular times to sit together and eat. This type of structure can create security. And then five, help your loved one manage their triggers. As we've discussed, a trigger can be anything, a place, a sound, a smell that reminds them of the trauma. I have an entire video just on triggers. And then six, be empathetic. You can be the steady, reliable person in their life as they struggle with the aftermath of trauma. As you show empathy, it allows your partner to feel more comfortable as they open up about their trauma at their own pace. As you show empathy and support, you can help them from feeling so isolated. And then seven, don't judge them. I know it's difficult to open up if we fear judgment. As you provide a safe environment, make sure it's judgment-free. And then eight, help your partner through flashbacks and even panic attacks. Most who have flashbacks from trauma disassociate like they're above their body looking down. You can remind them that what they're feeling, even though it feels real, is not actually happening now. You can remind them of their surroundings. Have them even look around the space and share with you what they see right now. If they experience a panic attack, help them with deep breathing. Breathe slowly in and hold it for 4 seconds, and then breathe out and hold it for 4 seconds. You can actually do this breathing along with them. Then 9, show your commitment to the relationship. Your partner needs to know that you are there for them. If they feel that you're going to leave at the first sign of difficulty, they'll be filled with fear and abandonment. And then number 10, follow self-care. I know it's challenging when you're supporting a loved one or friend with PTSD, and at times you may feel like their problems are dominating your life. You do not need to burn out. You still need to set the proper boundaries to protect yourself. You need to take the time each and every day to work through your own stress and the added stress of your loved one. As you set boundaries with your loved one, try to create some kind of margins or limits. Good boundaries are not necessarily walls to keep people at a distance. They can be like comfort zone to keep you feeling protected, safe, and unruffled. When things are calm and you can say something like, I know you've been through a difficult time. It's okay to vent and get things out as long as you're not discourteous or verbally offensive to me. Also, if they begin to raise their voice or begin to yell, you can say something like, hey, please keep your voice at a calm and lower response. I understand if you feel you cannot do that right now, so let's take a quick break. And you can call me or text me when you're able to focus at a calmer rate. Keep up your coping skills like prayer, Bible study, eating and sleeping properly, and exercise. Take time daily and do what brings you enjoyment. Look after your own medical needs and find a support system for you. This can be a Bible study or support group where you can talk through what you are experiencing. Don't give up your life like your friends and hobbies. You can ask other family members to help and support and back you in caring for your loved one. In other words, know what your limits are. There may be times you say, I need a break. You can say to your partner, I do love you very much, but I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. Be calm about how you say this. Maybe take a little break and get back together in an hour or so. If they know you're not dropping it, but getting back to later helps. If they know there's follow-up time, it works much better. Now, if you're going to be able to pour love and kindness into your loved one, you must have a cup full of love yourself. I found, at least for me, I'm a morning person, so I keep early mornings for me. I could ride my bike while listening to praise music, the Bible, and certain podcasts that encourage me and keep my cup full. I cannot give to others if my cup is running empty. As an encourager to your loved one with PTSD, let me share. You must be compassionate to yourself. Be very kind to yourself and let God and His Word fill your cup daily. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If it was helpful, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you will always know when we post new content. Have a wonderful day as you continue finding freedom in your life.